What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another daily Manchester City transfer update. Remember, I am rolling out daily Manchester City transfer updates throughout the remainder of this summer transfer window, so if you want to stay up to date every single day with all the latest Manchester City transfer news here on YouTube, make sure you have subscribed to my channel. Going to be a real busy end to the window for Manchester City with plenty of outs and plenty of ins as well. Also, don't forget as well, social media links there in the description if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter, Instagram and TikTok. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up. 300 likes is the aim. Do let me know your thoughts as well in the comments below. And finally, what to say, a big thank you to today's video sponsor, which is brought to you by Kitbag. You can go and check out their link in the description. They do have plenty of stock available for the Manchester City 2024-25 jerseys, including the home shirt, away shirt and third shirt, plus so much more, so you can go and check them out. That would be much appreciated. They are currently rolling an offer as well, where on the Manchester City home shirts you can get free printing for your favourite players or any customisation that you want to put on the back of your shirt. That is limited to just the home shirt, so you can go and check it out. It is free. Links and details, they are in the description. So we're going to crack on with this video. We're going to start off with the outs, and we've got a couple of Manchester City young players I want to speak about. The first is Kane Taylor. Now, Fabrizio Romano, Ben Jacobs and the Manchester Evening News have all been reporting that Manchester City youngster Kane Taylor is going to be joining Aston Villa from Manchester City this summer. A fee has been agreed between the two clubs worth £750,000. Manchester City are going to include a 25% sell-on fee for any future fee that Aston Villa do get for Kane Taylor. So when we do get official confirmation of that transfer, then I will let you guys know. I am expecting Kane to travel to the Midlands to undertake his medical with Aston Villa, sign his contract and complete the deal, which I imagine, if things do roll quickly enough, could be sorted even by the end of this week. And speaking of Manchester City youngsters, also takes me on to an update on Joel Ndala. Now, the Manchester Evening News have said that Ndala could be the next Manchester City player to move on from the club as well. There's interest coming in from Venezia and Ajax. Manchester City apparently open to a permanent transfer. Quite sad about losing Ndala. He's a high quality young player. I'd prefer for him to stay at Manchester City. I imagine, again, just like we've seen with Kane Taylor, City will include a sell-on fee. It'll be interesting to see if City include buyback clauses on these young players that they are selling as well. So any more developments on that, I of course will keep you in the loop. Now, moving on to the final transfer on the outs, takes us on to an update on Kalvin Phillips. Now, Liverpool Echo was saying this morning that Sean Dyche wants Kalvin Phillips at Everton. Sean Dyche has been a long-term admirer for years for Kalvin Phillips, and he believes that under his guidance he can get Kalvin Phillips and his career back on track. So I was expecting Everton to be the team that he was going to join, and then plucked out of nowhere. Mike McGrath, also being referred by Fabrizio Romano as well, has said that Ipswich Town are close to signing Kalvin Phillips from Manchester City on loan. Says that 3 clubs have asked about Kalvin Phillips, which I believe are Ipswich Town, Everton and Fulham. Everton definitely are interested, by the way, in Kalvin Phillips, but it does look like Ipswich Town have won that race. Now, BBC have said that there is no option to buy included in this deal, which originally I thought was quite surprising. I thought City would have put some kind of purchase option in there to make it easier that if Ipswich Town stay in the Premier League and Kalvin Phillips ends up getting regular playing time there, they'd be more likely to make that deal permanent. But I presume that Manchester City quite simply do not want to put a ceiling price on that value, and I think that Ipswich and Everton and Fulham, probably if they did want a purchase option, would want it to be quite cheap. So if Man City say, oh, we're willing to put a £15 million purchase option in there, then we know next summer if he doesn't end up joining the club that he joins this summer on loan on a permanent deal, then you're limited to just selling him for £15 million. We don't know if Kalvin Phillips' loan at Ipswich Town is going to be successful or not, so I think Man City are just trying to keep everything open and not put a ceiling value on Kalvin Phillips, which, when you think about it, is quite sensible. Now, Fabrizio Romano this afternoon has given it the here we go. Medical booked in for him to join Ipswich Town on loan, no purchase option, and I'm going to presume now that most of his wage is going to be covered and a good loan fee is going to be paid as well. We're just waiting on the finer details of that transfer for Kalvin Phillips to undertake his medical and complete his loan move to Ipswich Town. That will free up more space in the Manchester City squad, gets rid of the Kalvin Phillips headache, and allows Manchester City to really start to focus on them incomings, because the only other major transfer that City will be involved in when it comes to the outs, we just need to sort out what is happening with João Cancelo. So City getting loose ends tied up fairly quickly, which I think is very positive. Now, moving on to the ins, I want to speak about Eberechi Eze. I was speaking in detail about him in yesterday's update. I'm going to speak in more detail in today's update. So Sky Sports have said that Man City are in the market for 2 more players this summer if the right players are available. I reckon you're looking here at a defensive midfielder, a player that can alternate and complement Rodri, and I think Manchester City are looking on that attacking line. And my understanding from yesterday was Man City were looking for that backup Erling Haaland. However, since then, Oscar Bobb had a great pre-season with Manchester City, and I felt like this season was going to be his big breakthrough for Manchester City, and that now has been, well, some doubt has been cast onto that, because Oscar Bobb in training yesterday had been confirmed by numerous reliable sources that he's broken his leg. He's got a fracture in his leg. It's believed that it's a clean break, so that should help the recovery time. He's headed out to Barcelona to go and see Dr. Cugat and his team to help him on his road to recovery. We're looking at minimum 4 months. That takes us to December. I doubt if we're going to see Oscar Bobb in a Manchester City shirt at any point for the rest of 2024. So 2025 might be the year for Oscar Bobb. My understanding is Man City aren't panicking right now, because we do have options, including that of Bernardo Silva and Phil Foden, that can help cover on the right wing along with Savinho and Jeremy Doku. Doku, of course, can play on the left. I imagine Savinho can play on the left. And you've got Jack Grealish. So you've got some good options there. But Oscar Bobb not being one of them options does take away a potential central midfielder in Phil Foden or Bernardo Silva to go and play on the right wing, which to me emphasises now more than ever that we're needing that central defensive midfielder who can complement and play alongside Rodri, because we could push him further forward, or you can drop Rodri a little bit deeper and play somebody in a more advanced role. And it's all about having them options. But also, I firmly believe that City will be in the market for 2 players, because right now, Erling Haaland, he picks up a serious injury. We want to go with a false 9. The only other player that we've got that's played in the false 9 for City at the moment is Phil Foden. I think Jack Grealish can maybe cover in there, but it's not a position that he's familiar with at Manchester City, and because of that, Oscar Bobb would be the other option for City, because we've seen him play in that role. We've now not got Oscar Bobb available until 2025, so it's something even more so that is going to make Man City think. And I think if Man City were 50-50 as to whether they want to dip into the market or not, I have a feeling that this has probably swayed City more towards wanting to dip into the market than not. Very unfortunate for Oscar Bobb. I'm gutted for him, and I'm backing him to have a very strong 2025 with Manchester City, but it now puts us in an even more sticky situation when it comes to this transfer window. So I'd love to know your thoughts. Eberechi Eze, is he the option here for Manchester City with this Oscar Bobb injury, because he can play on the left, on the right, and through the middle? Release clause, easy transfer to get sorted, and then with not much time left in this window, it would make sense for City to go down that route, and we know that City have been interested for the last 12 months, so it wouldn't be a panic buy from that point of view. So I'd like to know your thoughts, guys, in the comments below. Also, don't forget as well to leave a thumbs up. 300 likes is the aim. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Social media links there in the description if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. And do go and check out Kitbag, today's video sponsor, where you can go and check out all the latest Manchester City merchandise and jerseys, as well as getting yourself the free printing on all of Manchester City's home shirts for the 2024-2025 season. Links and details there in the description, and I'll see you all tomorrow for the next Manchester City daily transfer update. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. Stick around as well. My Manchester City away match preview against Chelsea will be up later today. I'll see you then. So I've been JSGC. Thanks for watching. Peace. Ciao for now.